Prey is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane. It stars Amber Midthunder, Dane Darliegro, Dakota Beavers, and Michelle Thrush. And in this Predator prequel, we follow a Comanche warrior known as Naru, who's living in the 18th century. She wants to become a hunter, but her tribe won't let her, until a mysterious figure keeps popping out in the jungle around their home. She has to hunt it and try to kill it. Little does she know that it's more violent and powerful than she thought. I'm a big fan of the Predator films. Well, one of them at least. The first one of the best action movies ever made to me. 2 and 3, I find them harmless sequels. They're nothing major, really bad. It's when we get to stuff like Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and the Predator reboot / sequel, whatever. All those films, apart from the first 3, are pure trash. So I was kind of excited for this movie. You know, different setting. Let's see what they do with it. And can I just say, this is what the Predator franchise needed. Taking it back to basics and just telling a very simple but very compelling story. Lord and behold, we finally have main characters that we care about. The main character, Naru, this is pretty much a coming-of-age story for her. And this film is pretty much the first Predator, but set in the 18th century with Comanche warriors. And I really like the setting and the world building that this film does. The first 30 minutes are pretty much character focus, character development, before we get into the whole bloody Predator stuff, which, you know, we all want to get to, but we need to at least have characters to care about. And I like that the film takes its time to make sure that we have some characters that we care about and make sure we set up some good arcs for them. Everyone's doing a great job. Amber Midthunder as Naru was great. I thought she was really good in the film. You could tell she's having a great time, and I think, you know, that she is into this franchise. I think one of the most impressive things about this film was the sound design. It's fantastic. The way you hear the Predator clicking its teeth to the faint noises of guns firing, of horses trotting. It was great, and I'm glad I watched this film with headphones on because it really enhanced my experience with this film. The action is also fantastic. There's a whole action scene later near to the end of the film which just filmed in one shot. And it looked brilliant. It's very violent and it really pushes its R rating to the max. But one problem I did have with the action was when the kill was confirmed, they just cut away. And it just felt very out of place for an R-rated movie, saying you can show that, you know. And it just felt like, oh, they're going for an R rating, or they're just trying to keep it close to a PG-13. I don't know, but, you know, it was a bit of a minor detail that did get a bit of annoying progressively to the action scenes. I really like the look of the Predator as well. I like how they gave it like an ancient look. You know, his weapons and gadgets look different. They look more old, more into the time period. I like that they fit him into this time period instead of just making him really futuristic. That he's giving that sense of like old and ancient side of him with the clothing, the mask that he wears. It was great. I also like how they insert pointless things to enhance the story. Like Naru's dog, you know, it could just be there for a little companion thing, but he does actually like help the story in some ways. You know, he chases the Predator, hunts the Predator, brings him to his death. It's great. So I like how they're incorporating what could be useless things just for cuteness or nothing and incorporating it into the story. Cinematography as well was excellent. There's some brilliant establishing shots here. There's one scene where they're waiting in a cornfield, very intense scene. And it's just beautifully shot. You know, close-up shots to make you feel more tension. Even just that cinematography of the world and everything looked beautiful. I really like the way they shot this film and its editing. Apart from the cutaway action, there was really clunky CGI, mostly with the animals. I do kind of let it off because this is a straight streaming service movie. But, you know, it did take me out the moment sometimes because it looked really weak sometimes. But it is a straight-to-stream movie. You know, the CGI is not going to be top-notch, 10 out of 10. So I do kind of let it off a little bit. But apart from those two things, I really love this movie. Finally, I have a Predator sequel that I can love. This film is great. This is just what the Predator franchise needed. Back to basics, nice and simple. If you keep doing this for the rest of the sequels, I think we'll have the franchise back up and running on solid ground again. I'm going to give Prey an 8.5 out of 10. I thought this was a great Predator sequel / prequel in this case. One thing I will say, I am kind of disappointed this went straight to streaming. I would have liked it if it was in cinemas. I think it would have made a good cinema experience. You know, it's a Predator movie. It's got to make some business. So that kind of annoyed me a bit, but still, that didn't take away from how much fun I had with this film. If you're a big Predator fan and you're unsure if you want to watch this, watch it. It's worth your time. You will love it. I promise you. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Next video will either be Stranger Things Season 4 or Nope. Finally, I'm seeing that film. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day. See you later.